Hi, Hussein is back here today. I'll show you adding more complex business services by adding a new view object. It's called employee details. We will follow these steps. So we'll add an employee details view object, and we'll first from the entity objects, right? We'll create a view object called employee details, EmpDetails. So first we'll add employees, entity object, and departments. So let's go ahead and add it, and then we will add viewAccessor over jobId, and we'll also add a LOV. LOV is the list of values. So by adding a viewAccessor above, so this is a method where how we add LOV. Also I'll show you. So and then we'll run an application module, and we'll go over it and run it and test the application module. So let's start by adding the view object EmpDetails. Okay. So we'll enter EmpDetails. This view object will go into the package called a demo model.view, and we will make this view object as updatable through the entity objects. So if we tie the entity objects to the view object, then it is updatable. So we'll see next. In this wizard, step 2 of 9, we need to select entity objects. First we'll select employees, and then make sure this employees is updatable. Alright, so it is updatable already, because by default when we add a view object and we tie it to entity object, it is updatable. Next, select departments, shuttle it to the right. Here we will see the relationship coming in shown between this relationship. Association between this is the entity object, these two are the entity objects, right? We are making a view object out of both. So we have in the join here, and the association is employee department foreign key association on the department. So we have here employee department foreign key with the department ID. This it's a foreign key here on the department ID. So this is pointing to this department ID. So that is the relationship it is showing here. Employee department foreign key association dot departments 1, and the source usage is employees, you see here, and of course the target is departments. So it is an inner join, so it means both tables should have records to pull for the join to work. So make sure it is not updatable. So if you see employees, it is updatable once again, and departments, if you see, it is not updatable, it's just a reference. So it is just referencing. So it means department is referencing employees, but department itself is not updatable, but employees. Okay, next. Select the fields here which we want to show it on the form or on the JSP page. So shuttle the employee ID, first name, last name. So here if you see we have entity object employees and the field and the column names inside it. So whenever you see underscore, so it is the column name. So directly coming in from the database, that is reflected in the entity object. We have, let's settle the salary. We need department ID as well, and manager ID. Okay, and from the departments, shuttle the department ID and department name. Next, so we have the attributes here, right? And we have attribute settings. Each attribute is selected here, and so how many attributes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see the attribute settings here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have all 8 of them here. So if you see, the underscores have been changed to the Java based variable or attribute types, attribute style. So here there is no underscore here, so it is converting to Java here. So next, so the query is looks like this now in the view object. Select all these employee fields, departments. See, this query is on entity objects. So because we have a underscores here, and those will be mapped into the each of these 8 fields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of these will be mapped to the attributes, these attributes. So 8 attributes, so 1 to 1. So let's go back to the query, and this is the query, and we have here join. This is, see here, there is no difference. I mean, this is a simple join. I mean, this is in a join, and these are joined by the employee ID, I mean department ID. Employees are connected to the departments via department ID to the foreign key of departments for the department underscore ID. So where clause is here, this where clause is here. So if you change here, so it will change there. So let's not change it here right now, we don't need to. So next, bind variables. We'll come back later on this. Java, right? We have because we are creating a view object here, so we have a view object class, view row class, in view object definition class. We'll come back to that later. We have application module. Select the checkbox to add the instance of view object to the application module. This view object can be added to the application module, but we'll just finish it off right now. We'll come back to adding of a view object to the application module later. So this is a summary of the wizard. So here we are not creating any view object class or view row class, and we have selected these 2 employees and departments, and we have these fields, 8 fields selected. Finish. Also we will add a yearly salary. So how do we do that? Because we have salary here, we will multiply by 12, and we will introduce a derived variable called yearly salary. Let's add it here. Number and value. So it will be an expression on the salary. Let's do it here. Let's type in 12 and we'll test it. It passed. The syntax has passed. Okay. Okay. So here we see the yearly salary, and it is transient, so it will never be saved to the database. It is only read only, and it is derived as it is derived. So if you want to edit it, you can edit it and go in and change it. Remember, we need to go back a little bit and edit this value and select the salary on the right side, shuttle it, and put the expression salary into 12. So save all. Next we will add LOV. Well, before adding LOV, we will see we need what attribute we want to create the LOV on. So job ID, I think we missed job ID. Let's add job ID. Attribute, add attribute from the entity. Shuttle it to the right. Okay. So now there are 9 fields. Okay. The query will also be changed to include the job ID. So here. So let us before remember also thing is we need to add viewAccessors. So before putting job ID, because the user will see job ID, but we want a description of the job ID. Like we don't want the numbers over there, but corresponding descriptions of the job. So okay, let's add viewAccessor first before adding LOV. That is the first step to add LOV. Select from the model, shuttle the jobs view to the right, and we have here it's called jobs view 1. Okay. We got it here. Now we need to select a UI hints. For UI hint, it is for the job ID, right? So shuttle it to the right. Let's go, because we have added the viewAccessor viewAccessors in this view object with the jobs view. Let's go back to the entity object. Attributes. Select job ID and select list of values here. Expand, nothing is there. Add it. Well, let's make it LOV job ID. List data source will be jobs view 1 because it is coming from the viewAccessor. Now the attribute will be job title. Okay. In the edit list of values, make sure it is job ID, not job title, because in the view object we are in the query we are getting job ID. So say OK. So we are still in the attributes section for the job ID. We are adding a list of values. So here double click it, go to UI hints. Now we need job title, not job ID. So move it to the right. Okay. So in the next we will add employee details, this view object, new view object to the app module. Go here, go into data model, select EmpDetails, shuttle it to the right. EmpDetails 1 is visible here. Run the app module and we will see here job ID is now represented with the description.